guys, so today's video is going to be a pre-op Q&A. Tomorrow I am going in for a breast reduction, and I asked you guys to ask me questions over on Instagram, so if you guys don't follow me, make sure you go check out my Instagram. So we are going to get really personal in this video. If that is like not your thing, then I'm not sure why you clicked on a video about boobs, but we're going to be talking about them. So the first question that I have here is, get to it. What problems have you had with your boobs? I used to play soccer when I was younger. It was youth soccer, so I think when you reached 12 years old, or it was 12 or 13 years old, you couldn't play on that like league anymore. So I started getting boobs at around that age, which is normal. And my mom said that she remembers that I used to, when I started getting boobs, I started running differently. Like I looked like I was self-conscious because they got in the way. Granted, they weren't as big back then as they are now, but I remember having problems with my boobs since I was probably 15 years old. I think when I was 15 is when I started saying I wanted to get a breast reduction, or I wanted to get something done with my boobs. For as long as I can remember, they've been two different sizes, and that was something I've always been super insecure about. I don't think you like would pick me out of a room and be like, wow, you got two different size boobs. When I went for the consultation, she said to me, she's like, okay, so I could tell that the right one's bigger. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. And so I've always had issues with buying bathing suits, always had issues with fitting into bras. There was a point where I did lose a lot of weight, so my boobs did get smaller, but they were still big. And no matter how much weight you lose, if your boobs are big, they can get smaller, but they're not gonna magically just go back up. Like gravity does not work like that. It's mostly just the size, discomfort, back pain, and grooves in my shoulder. Like you might be able to see it like right there, but when I move it, you can like see that it's right there. So that's like there all the time. My sister was like, well, at least you don't have to worry about your bra strap slipping down. I'm like, the next question I have is, how is the procedure done? So when it comes to breast reductions, as far as I know, I'm sure there's other techniques, but the most popular one and the ones that they discussed with me were the lollipop incision and the anchor incision. I'm getting the anchor incision, which is an incision. I'm gonna actually read it to you guys because I don't want to get it wrong. Incision around the areola and down each breast, and then it goes under, so it just looks like an anchor. So it's under the breast, up, and then around the areola like this, so it looks like a little anchor. And then basically it removes excess breast tissue to reduce the size of each breast, and then they'll reshape the breast and reposition the nipple and the areola. So one thing that we're like gonna get super personal about is that, like I said, my right boob is bigger, so it hangs lower. I was told that my right one, they might have to do a skin graft, which is like completely removing the nipple and then moving it up. The nipple and the areola usually stay attached to the breast, but it may have to be removed and then reattached at a higher position as a skin graft because my breasts are so big. Another popular question I got is, what size do you want, and what sizes are possible to go to after the surgery? So they asked me this question at my consultation, was what size I wanted to be, ideally, like what size I was aiming for and wanting, and that was a C. Like a C would be great, even a large C, just in the C, like just A, B, C. Just sounds really good. But they said that they might not be able to because of how big my boobs are. It really all depends. I think that goes hand in hand with the skin graft, like depending on how much they need to remove, or they're going to remove to reach that size, then they might have to do a skin graft. So I guess like as I think what I'm gonna tell them is as small as you can go without doing a skin graft, because if I had the option, I would obviously choose not to do a skin graft. But if they have to, they have to. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just so ready to get this done. At what point did you realize the size was becoming an issue? Like I said, probably about 15 years old is when I started becoming like really, I don't know, it was almost like I was known for having big boobs. It was just like a thing. And I think at the time I wasn't as self-conscious because they definitely weren't as big. They continued to grow, and then they were huge. Like before I was even pregnant with Ren, they were huge. But after having Ren, it was when I was like, I've had enough. Obviously, I reached the point where I was just like, I've been talking about getting a breast reduction. I've been saying I'm gonna do it for years and years. I am just going to bite the bullet. go and have a consultation. When they really started bothering me was probably like 18. Did they grow larger after Ren? Yes. After Ren, well, when I was pregnant with Ren, yes. I mean, like, so many people at my baby shower that came were like, oh my god, your boobs are huge. And I was like, yeah, I know. But afterwards, I have another picture. I think I was 3 weeks postpartum here. With the genetics in your family, are you afraid Ren is going to go through the same thing? Yes, I've talked to Josh about this, and I'm like, what if she goes through this? Like, what if she has a big chest like me? I'm like hoping that she doesn't, just because I just want to like spare her from that, because it's just been such a struggle my whole life, just fitting in things. And my sister is smaller chested, so I'm hoping that she gets like that side. So another one was, what cup size are you going to versus what are you not? I really don't know what cup size I'm gonna be. I guess I'll find out tomorrow. You guys will see in the vlog that I upload next. And I really don't know what size I am now. I know that I am probably bigger than a G. I don't know. I tried on a size G bra and that did not fit. Is there anything you think you'll miss about your current size? No, literally nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can't think of one thing. Do they cause you physical pain, or is it just a self-conscious thing? Both. Like right now, like this is killing me because I just like moved it and moved the strap. And I don't even put them that tight. I just want you guys to keep that in mind. I don't put them that tight. They're just so heavy it weighs down. But I am uncomfortable all over. Like, it's not just my shoulders, it's my back. It's mentally uncomfortable with myself. I try to hide them, want to hide them, but wearing bigger baggy clothes makes you look like bigger than you are because they stick out so far, so your shirt sticks out. Did your insurance approve your surgery? At first they didn't approve the surgery. It was an absolute nightmare going back and forth with my insurance. It took a lot longer than it should have. I have 2 insurances, and like the doctor's office said they sent something, but then the insurance was like, we didn't get it. And it was just like so much back and forth. I called so many times. There were so many breakdowns I had at work, and Josh's mom was just there for me through it all. I think I cried probably like 3 different times at work after getting off the phone with them, telling me like, oh, we didn't receive this, and we haven't, you know, they haven't gotten this yet. And I was like, so then I got a call from the plastic surgeon, and they told me that it was denied. And at that moment I was like devastated, to say the least. But she was like, okay, but we want to appeal it if you're willing to go through that. And I was like, okay. She was like, so we want you to come in and we're gonna take updated pictures, because when I went to my consultation they took pictures to send to the insurance. And I was like, okay. I almost didn't go because I was like, why would they approve me from pictures? Nothing's changed. Like, it's just like you're looking at the same thing but like a different day. I honestly just gave up with calling the doctor's office. I wasn't calling them to see, I wasn't calling my insurance to see if they had received or if they had approved or denied it, because sometimes you can hear before the doctor does. And I was like, I'm not getting this surgery. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Maybe this is a sign, like I'll wait until I have all of my kids and then I'll get it done. So, and then I got a call. Here is the message.
Hi Paige, this is Jasmine calling from John Lee Plastic Surgery. It's about 4 o'clock on the 13th. I have some good news for you. I just wanted to let you know that your case has actually been approved. So if you wanted to move forward with the OR for next Friday, we need to get you in this week for a pre-op visit.
So I was so shocked. I actually had my reaction from that. I'm literally gonna start crying. I'm so happy. Okay, so I just got a call from the plastic surgeon that my surgery was approved after it was denied once. We appealed it and it was approved. Are you nervous? I'm just nervous because I feel like I have more to live for now, if that makes sense, with having a daughter. I'm not worried much about the physical pain, but mentally I think it's going to affect me a lot, just because there's going to be so many changes going on with my body. As far as everything else, I think I kind of covered everything. The size, I don't know what I currently am. I will find out for you guys, and then we'll see what size I end up being, because I have no idea. It's going to be a surprise for me. If you're interested in continuing to follow along this journey of the surgery and then post-op and recovery and everything like that, then definitely hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.